Hi everybody, I'm here at Covenant College in Cardiff with a young man called Caleb McKinnon. Hi Caleb.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. Caleb's had a great testimony because he was in class last week with Arne Skagen from Norway. Many of you will know Arne, talking about gifts of the Spirit and things like that. And what happened to you in the class then?
A woman in the class, Margaret, asked a question about how you know when you have a word, like a word of knowledge from the Spirit, and so Arne was just saying, just using me as an example. He didn't even know that he had a word of knowledge until it had already happened. So he said, well, for instance, if Caleb here had one leg that was shorter than the other. Now, as soon as he said this, I started to laugh because years ago when I was in like 7th grade, and I'm back in Canada. I had broken my foot. I had an awful foot injury.
Right.
And I was foolish and did not treat it as a proper break. And so as I used my foot improperly, it grew back in an improper form.
Right.
Which meant that it created a lot of problems for my leg, which trying to compensate for the broken bone in the foot actually made my leg shorter than the other when it was growing back. So I had a lot of hip and back problems, and I couldn't, and it hurt to run, it hurt to walk. I was in a lot of pain, and I remember they prayed for my leg, and my left leg was, my right leg was shorter than my left leg, and so we prayed for my right leg, and it was healed and it was awesome. But I had my eyes closed, so I didn't even see it happen. So when Arne said this, I laughed because of this had happened, and I was like, oh, this is funny. That's happened to me before. And then I realized as I was saying that this past 2-week period, I've been having the same pains as I did before.
Okay, so the pain has come back.
The pain came back, and I don't know what caused it, but we looked, and he set aside my desk, and he was very nonchalant about it, as Arne Skagen is, and he wasn't. He just pulled my legs out, and he said, everybody come stand around. And so they pulled my legs out, and my left leg was shorter than my right leg this time.
So it was short.
So, which was really funny. So,
how short? Do you know how?
So about that much shorter. So
a good inch.
A good inch. So basically, like the stiletto of your shoe basically is where it was. And so he held my legs out. You see that, Caleb? And I said, yeah. And so it was visibly shorter, and you could see it. And so he said, now I'm just going to pray for you, and I believe you're going to be healed. And so when he started it off, I don't remember how he started because I was watching my foot intently because I wanted to see it this time.
Right.
And so he said, in the name of Jesus. And as soon as he said Jesus, he said it, and then immediately my foot grew. And then it grew past my right leg, and I kind of saw it as, God kind of showing off, yeah, I could do this, and then I'm going to pull it back. And so he did, and he brought it back to another imperfect alignment. And it was fantastic. I could not stop laughing. It was awesome.
Right. Yeah. And that was last week?
That was last week, yeah.
And
last
you feel
Tuesday.
fine now?
Yeah, perfect.
No problem at all?
No problem. I sleep perfectly. I don't have any hip or back or leg pain whatsoever.
So all the pain's gone?
All the pain is gone.
So how does it feel to have God showing off on you?
It was really fantastic. I laughed so hard. I just thought it was like when this sort of thing happens, I just giggle, and because you can't physically understand it, but at the same time, you just feel this is the most amazing power of God, and it's so fantastic.
Praise God.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing.
No problem.
And well done, Anna.
Yeah.